This hunt takes place in the Mark Twain National Forest in central Missouri. Chuck and Walter have made their way into an area where some turkeys started gobbling on their own around 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, there are a couple of gobblers in this valley with female company, but they seem interested. Sounds like this old hen has had enough of those boys. When Walter imitates her calls with his mouth diaphragm, she comes running, and Chuck thinks the gobbler might be right behind. This obviously is an old longbeard, and he's doing all he can to get her to come back. There are two things that probably made this gobbler finally come on in. There was another gobbler closing in, and if you noticed after that hen came through, Chuck and Walter never made another call, which made him think the hens had gone up on the ridge.
heavy, Mr. Perry.
Is he heavy?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're unloaded. I tell you what. I thought the way he gobbled and acted, he's going to be 6 years old. He's a 3-year-old turkey.
Yeah. Look how blunt those spurs are. These rocks around here, they keep them wore down. They don't get sharp here.
Man, I tell you.
Hello there.
Now, that turkey's come for a half a mile, hasn't he?
He was coming to him gobble. That's what he was doing.
That hen, you know, that hen was going to that turkey. And you made a little old yelp, and buddy, she turned. She yelped like a Jake did, and she turned and came right by us, and she got up there. Did you see me move my hand? That's when she saw me. She got
really?
past us. Yeah, I did my hand like this. Well, she was past me. I said, I want to make sure she doesn't go back to that gobbler. And I thought, man, she starts putting real bad, but she got clucking a little bit and walked off.
Let's join Jim Strelick for another Ultimate Spring 5 turkey hunting tip.
More and more archers are turkey hunting for turkeys both in the spring and the fall. Okay, and the problem we have mainly is I get asked, Jim, where should I shoot this turkey? Where should I shoot this turkey? And the misconception they have is, you know, in the spring of the year, a gun hunter doesn't shoot a turkey with a shotgun in the breast. It doesn't do any good. There's nothing there but meat. What you need to do is get to the vitals. Now, a gun hunter shoots a turkey right up here in the head. They always say shoot them in the head and neck. That's an awful small target for you and I, and it moves quick. So what we need to do is concentrate on the vitals, and remember on the anatomy of a turkey where the vitals are. Now, what I'd like for you to do is always remember to come right up the leg, go up to the top of the leg, and place your shot right in here. You know, when you field dress the turkey, when you go in under the breastbone there, the first thing you get are the vitals. So remember that. They're right in this area here. And remember, if you're going to take a shot at a turkey from the back, again, remember where the vitals are. You need to go in up in this area right here, so you go in and go through the vitals. So my tip to you for this week is, remember, if you're turkey hunting with a bow, this doesn't do you any good up here. Let's get in the vitals and do a good job and make a clean kill.
Turkey hunting is a passion that's shared among all of the Knight and Hale families. There's nothing that Harold and David enjoy more than helping someone outwit an old spring gobbler. On this hunt, Christy Sherriger, David's daughter, is in for a very special spring outing. It is prime time here on the home hunting grounds for the Knight and Hale team.
That's what's wrong.
This trio is into a bunch of gobbling turkeys. But as the story unfolds, the guys figure out there are several Jakes and one big gobbler. This is a perfect scenario because many times the Jakes will cause an old bird to get a little jealous and make a fatal mistake. Harold's combination of a 4-reed cutter and the Slaytech Old Yeller friction call sounds like two excited old hens. These Jakes are the lookers for this old gobbler, and they'll tell on a hunter if he moves. When the woods are open like this, you have to be careful not to make any movement at all.
Good job, baby. Come on. Good job.
Christy, what do you think? Did you enjoy that this
Yeah, I
morning, kiddo?
did. That was a lot of fun. I appreciate the help.
Well, I tell you what, you done a good job, Chris. You held that gun up about as long as you can hold the gun.
Well, that old
up.
turkey moved from over here to over yonder and back to over here, and I saw her have to move. And you know, most people don't know when to move. And of course, you sitting there helping her a long way. But this is her. What is this? Your third turkey you've killed?
It's third year.
Third year you've hunted, and you got a little recognition now about how to handle yourself around a tree. Harold, one quick tip on calling. You changed calls 2 or 3 times there.
I used a single reed mouth call there, David. It gave me a call that was different. You know, this is getting the later part of the season. They've heard everything. And of course, that friction call, Old Yeller.
Yeah, well, that goes without saying about it. We've had so much luck. You like to finish them up with that.
I'm going to tell you something. That's the easiest call I ever used in my life. Anybody can use that call.
Well, I'm going to say one thing about this old turkey. He was the gobblingest 4 to 5-year-old gobbler I've ever seen in my life.
You know what? He was an actor, wasn't he?
He was an actor, and he was made for you, gal. You ready to go do something different? And, well, maybe I'll tell you what we need to do. Let's go check this turkey in, and then you turn me and Harold loose and let us go see if we can do some good.
I appreciate it. I think I can do that.
All right, girl.
It's late in the Tennessee season when things can be a little tough. Harold and cameraman Tony Hurt are with an avid spring gobbler hunter and one of America's favorite pro bass fishermen, Hank Parker. Well, Harold has saved a sweet little spot for old Hank. He is in for one fantastic hunt. It's not often that you find longbeards together this late in the season, but when you do, if you can get them fired up with some great calling, They often try to outrun each other to get to the hen. Harold's soft yelp as the gobblers approach reassures them that the hen is just inside of the tree line.
Shoot the first turkey.
What happened, big boy? Hey, odds are clean as myth. That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
I guarantee you, it wasn't no crippled bird. That was a miss. You ain't come close hitting that turkey.
You didn't want to hit him, did you? You mean you want to kill him?
Man, I tell you what, I've seen some misses, but that's a miss I ever seen.
Well, but that's hard, Harold. You got 5 long-bearded gobblers.
29 yards.
25 yards. That feels so low, you know? I mean, all that grass under their feet.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get out of here.
I don't want to get out of here. Hey, let's stay here. I'll tell you what, let's stay. Can you put a decoy or something up out there? Maybe I can practice.
I don't believe you get a decoy.
You got a car?
Oh, man.
No, seriously now. I mean, you know, let's be honest for the camera. We didn't really want to kill these birds. He told me when he come in here, he said, clean miss them. Clean miss them. Don't even bring a feather.
He takes instructions good, too.
I ain't got no more bullets. I didn't bring but 2 bullets.
Harold and his guide, Jeff Palmer of Rocking W Outfitters, are cautiously moving through this rolling, pine-studded country of Montana, trying to pinpoint a Merriam gobbler. The turkey answered Harold's aggressive cutting, but he was quite a distance away, so the boys weren't able to pinpoint his location.
Let's call it right here. I'm gonna use a crow call. He answered that turkey call twice. There he was, right there. All right, listen, you get right there. Let me have this decoy. I'm gonna put it on that knob right out yonder. Get right down right straight.
A locator call has allowed Harold to find this gobbler. Now, Harold can get set and start some hen calling. When a gobbler answers frequently like this old Merriam, if you're patient and give him plenty of time, he'll usually come on in, unless there's some major obstacle between you and him.
tip I'd like to give the viewing audience today is that you can call a turkey out here a long way versus the east where I'm from. Don't be afraid to set up 300 or 400 yards and call one of these turkeys, because he'll come to you on a march. Yeah. And if you'll notice something we did today, I crow called this turkey, get him to answer me once or twice. The reason we did that so that I wouldn't get him on a march to us so early before we got set up the way we wanted to.
Yeah, it was good locator.
It's a good locator call. And you know, another thing too, Jeff, we used that motion Higdon decoy this morning. Am I glad you asked, do you want to take this? And you packed it all morning, and thank goodness that I had it, because that was a perfect scenario there to put a decoy.
Oh yeah.
This was a good killing situation this morning, but not a real good filming situation. I think we got some pretty good footage here this morning, but I'd like for it to have been a little longer, because you know, when the turkey come in gun range, man, he was close. Yeah. I mean, he was real close. I mean, when I first saw the turkeys in gun range. But I enjoyed that, and I thank you for your help. And I tell you what, Jeff, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pack this old turkey, and you pack the decoy, and we're gonna go try to find another one from one of the other boys.
That'll work.
Let's go and get out of here.
You know, that may be the single best new product we've ever come out with, Old Yellow.
I'll tell you what, that sounds like a turkey.
You know, guys, in hunting, now again, this year we went to about 7, 8 different states, spent about 60 days out there. This is 40-something years. We've all hunted about a piece. Of course, that ain't make you not quite that old, Chuck, but Harold and I've been around that long. And every year, we think we know it all, and we learn something different. And I think the one thing that we want to talk about right here that we learned different is some hen sounds that we heard this year that were fighting sounds. Now, we had the fighting purrs. We've done some hunts with that. It's still a great call. I don't think people use it as much as they should. That's imitating gobblers most of the time. But Harold, we came up with a sound this year and captured it on video where hens were fighting, and the response those gobblers was giving to it was unbelievable.
That's exactly right, David. And the only a call that I can really do that with that sounds close to it is this little pocket slate. And I've tried all of them. And the sound they make is a real aggressive.
It's on the front end, isn't it?
It's got that whine on the front.
I tell you what, that turned them gobblers all to pieces. It just tears them up.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We didn't really plan this until here at the last minute, but we're going to share about a minute of that footage of those hens doing that. And I want the audience to listen to that, and then come back when we get done here. I want you to run that thing one more time, and I want to compare how realistic that sounds on that new pocket slate there. Now let's hear you do it.
Boy, that's tough.
I guarantee you that's going to work.
You think I want to answer that?
I guarantee you it's going to answer
They
that.
did, didn't they?
He's that going right. You know, that's an extremely good product that we've come out with this year. It's a pocket size, it fits in your pocket. It's very compact. And speaking of friction calls, of course, they don't get no better than Old Yellow, does it?
Oh, yeah. You know, and it takes a lot of skill to recognize that sound and to imitate it, reproduce it.
I'm
Now,
glad we got it on film so we can listen to it and look at it.
But all it takes is practice. I like the size of cup on that pocket slate,
I do
too.
too.
That's important. Fits your hand good. But this sweet baby right here, and we're the only company that's got this material. Is that right?
That's right. The
exactly right.
Slatex is ours.
Okay, it's a formulated material, and it is as user-friendly as any turkey call that I've ever heard. You can make every sound a hen makes. Highs, lows, soft, raspy, clear, everything. And, you know, we've got a 3-pack of pegs this year, an exotic, a hickory, and the ultimate, which makes every friction call waterproof.
This comes with two. It comes with a waterproof and a hickory.
Okay.
And it also comes with a little stone here to rough it up with.
Well, I'm going to buy me a 3-pack, too, to go with it, because a turkey hunter don't ever get enough. You got to keep your vest full. But
That's exactly right.
this
Chuck,
is
run it.
exotic. Misses a little note,
That
slips just
sounds
like an
good.
old hen, doesn't it?
Well, that's good. And we did a bunch of hunts with it this year, there's no doubt. And I liked it. Boys, y'all not going to replace my old Silver Queen now. My vest is going to have one of these in it, and for one reason only, if nothing else. Some days, turkeys want to hear something different. That's got a
different
tinny,
pitch.
a different pitch. That's got a tinny sound to it. I'm going to have the old Silver Queen in there. And of course, you know, when we looked at that footage a while ago, that wasn't the only hen footage we captured this year. One of the best pieces I've ever seen that we've ever captured was when Harold got in that contest of that hen this past year.
Who won?
Well, I don't know. I tell you what, she mocked everything he did. It wasn't the reverse. He wasn't mocking her. She was mocking him. And I think that the thing that we got out of that was if you can imitate a hen like that, you can call her up. She was a boss hen. She didn't like it. She came up there and made her mad. A gobbler sometimes will follow. And we had that youth out there hunting with us.
He gobbled, but he never did come up to us.
That's exactly right. But you know what, Harold? You're a mouth diaphragm man.
That's exactly right, David. I like a mouth diaphragm. I use one about every day I turkey hunt. That particular day I was using a call, little 2-reed call, and it was you know, everything I'd do, she'd do. Only thing she'd do it better.
Well, that 2-reed is in a 3-pack.
That's in that little 3-pack.
That's
there.
a double split.
Little double split. It's just a real easy call to use. Most anybody can use a double split call.
Well, you're talking about easy calls to use now. Y'all not going to get me out. I don't care what you show me out here on this table. You're not going to get me away from a little push-pull. And you know what, Harold? You even went to the extent to improve it this year by putting a piano wire in it.
And a wood top.
And a wooden top. And anybody can pick the call up, turn it upside down, and push it.
Well, I'll tell you this, that's a good call.
You talking user-friendly.
I saw that call about 3 or 4 gobblers up with this man right here this year. You backed up, and in high-pressured areas over in LBL, y'all called some turkeys up, and you backed up.
I'll have to vouch for David. He really showed me some of that little push and pull this year.
Well, guys, I'll tell you one thing. We got all this new product here, Harold. You got that little pocket slate that's going to imitate those hen sounds, and Jones, you got this old yeller here that's going to imitate everything there is out there to imitate just about. And you know what, with my little new and improved push-pull, this thing is idiot-proof. I'm going to stick with the idiot-proof stuff. I'll probably use some of that old stuff, too.
I might as well all have our vest full of this stuff.
Well, speaking of vests being full, now that's one thing that we haven't talked about. Knight Hale has come out with the Ultimate Hunting Vest. Notice it is light. You can see through it with great big pockets.
I really like that.
You can reach down there and find what you're looking for.
It's cool. These straps up here, it's a lot of open area.
And I'm going to tell you what, probably the most exciting thing I got about it is,
you can open it up and let it down and put it back up without anybody helping you.
That's exactly right. I'm embarrassed half
Or
time
have
to
to
ask.
take it off.
That's exactly right. Well, boys, I'll tell you what. I'm excited about this up and coming turkey season because we have got some fantastic product to use, and I promise you, there's going to be some turkeys out there wish they hadn't heard it.
Here are some of the fine outfitters and public lands the Knight and Hale team recommends for hunting wild turkeys.